Good morning, everyone, and welcome into the Bozard Ford studio for the St. Johns County show that's on in the morning. We have some early returns from the first weekend of Nights of Lights. Man faces multiple charges after 120-mile-per-hour chase. The Florida Department of Health files complaint against county dentist over patient death. And county firefighters are warning residents of an uptick of battery fires. We'll get to all that more, but first we want to thank Bozard Ford. Since 1949, Bozard Ford Lincoln has been more than just a dealership. It's a local legacy built on trust, family values, and a commitment to doing things the right way. Proudly serving St. Augustine and beyond for over 75 years, Bozard offers award-winning service, unbeatable selection, and a state-of-the-art facility with 91 climate-controlled service bays, a quick lane for no appointment-needed maintenance, and even Ford's Garage restaurant right there on site. Recognized with the Triple Crown Award and President's Awards, Bozard Ford Lincoln is where hometown service meets national excellence. Great pricing, friendly faces, and a better buying experience are just off I-95 and State Road 16. Bozard Ford Lincoln, they are driven to inspire. Also, a big shout out to all of our amazing sponsors. We have Fidus Roofing, Old Town Trolley, Bin 39 Wine Bar, B&S Signs, Facial Rejuvenation Center, Chiba Hut Toasted Subs, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, St. Augustine Handy Houses, and Sunny's Barbecue. You can support all of our wonderful sponsors and support us with your likes, comments, and shares. You can follow us on Instagram, subscribe on YouTube and Rumble, and you can download our app from the Apple App Store. All right. Good morning, fellas. How we doing?
Oh, happy Thursday.
It's merch day. I got new logo stuff. I'm excited.
You got new logo
I'm not
stuff.
wearing it yet because it's in the back, but I got new stuff.
Yeah, I got mine on.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah,
It's
so.
exciting. I love that.
Uh,
How we doing today?
Oh, just dandy.
Dandy.
It is
It is
Thursday, so it's weekend
Thursday.
eve.
It's, Friday for Bollocks and weekend eve for us
Yeah.
because we do Friday.
Yeah, we do Friday morning shows.
Mike, how you doing?
Friday morning shows.
I'm doing fantastic back here. Good morning, everyone.
Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving behind you?
Hey, it's next week.
There's a Gen X Facebook page,
Mhm.
and it had the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving meal, the like popcorn and the turkey,
Mhm.
and it was no context. It was just a plate with those items on it.
Yeah,
It was
popcorn, toast.
if you don't know what this is, you can't
yeah.
be friends with me. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
I would definitely say peppermint patty was kind of being mean to them because they're kids. How are they supposed to get the turkey and the and the stuffing and all that?
Yeah.
Peppermint Patty was mean. Never.
Peppermint Patty was very blunt.
Yes.
She was very, very blunt in her actions.
Sure she was.
Yeah.
Do we have a question today?
We do have a question of the day. Today is Name Your PC Day. Okay, I've never named my computers.
No.
Okay,
Who does that?
people name their cars all the time.
Yeah.
I've never thought to name my PC.
Okay.
So if you were to name your laptop, because you use a laptop,
I use the laptop.
Blake,
yeah.
you use your laptop. I use my laptop. I don't think any of us really use a PC except for when your guys are in the booth.
Yes.
What would you name your laptop?
I would name it Kenny because it's close to death and frequently trying to die.
It's
You killed Kenny.
You killed Kenny.
I'm due for a new laptop. So she's cute, but she's falling apart. And
Kick
she's
the
on her
baby.
last leg. Yeah. So Kenny is what I would give it.
So
What about you, Blake?
Blake, what about you?
I haven't really thought about a name for this PC here. Like I don't really have a name for my MacBook, so I just call it desktop. I guess. Like, I don't really have a name for it.
Applesauce. Come on, you can be more creative than that. So,
Oh come. Sorry, it's not something I think about on the often.
I don't think about it
I've
either,
never-
but
I've
we're
never-
giving hypothetical names if
Yeah.
we did.
yeah, this is part of the challenge of the question of the day, Blake.
Yes.
You know, you got to come up with a name for your.
What's your favorite race
Laptop.
car driver? Or if
Briscoe?
it crashes,
You could call
what's
it Briscoe,
a race car driver that frequently crashes? And then you
Yeah.
can name it that.
No, thankfully we did have a little bit of good luck with my desktop, so I'm fine with that.
right.
Unless, however, if my dad worked on Rosetta Stone, then frequently crashed on him because he couldn't.
No, I crashed it. It wasn't the desktop's fault.
You have the same kind of dad. My dad wanted to check his email, and I handed him my laptop, and I said, "Don't click any links in your email." That's all I said. It's like, here, check your email. Don't click any links. This is before we had iPhones. And he immediately sees an email for free horoscope and clicks the link, crashes my whole stinking computer. I have to like revert to a previous setting. I was like, you had one instruction. Your one instruction was don't click a link.
Read a book.
He's like, but I wanted a free horoscope. I was like, read a paper. It's in the paper. Don't click the link.
Yeah, and I think I'm calling mine. I think I'm going to call mine Mercury.
Mercury.
Yeah.
It's toxic.
No, well, that could be it too. But I'm going to call it Mercury because it's the one that brings me all these messages, good and bad.
Oh, okay. You're going Greek god.
Yeah. So I'm gonna call mine Mercury.
Okay.
Or Hermes. I don't. That's the Roman side, I think.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Greek, Mercury.
Yeah.
And then Roman. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna go with Mercury.
All right. Right on.
So,
I like that.
Never thought of naming my it's pay back your parents.
What?
Ooh,
My parents are out of town. Oh shucks, not going to be able to celebrate that one.
like if you wanna do that.
Now it's time for the quick check of the weather.
Yeah, in fact, it is.
Okay, and it's also National Hug a Runner Day.
I can't catch them.
Ask for permission. Okay.
I'll have to. I can't catch them.
All right. The quick check of the weather. It is a little brisk again.
All right. All right. That quick check of the weather brought to you by Bin 39. Discover one of St. Augustine's best kept secrets, Bin 39, tucked inside St. George Inn at the north end of St. George Street. With over 95 boutique wines, 50 of them rated 90 points or higher by Robert Parker, it's a perfect spot for a romantic date night or a relaxing after-work unwind. Sit by the glass or the bottle in a serene courtyard setting and enjoy live music throughout the week. Open daily 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Just stop by and say, I'll have what Irving's having. Bin 39, your taste to discover. All right, buckle up, baby. It's a Hit the Blakes traffic report.
Traffic.
I like that camera. It's got a little bit of autumn to it.
Yes, it is. It definitely looks. The cameras are definitely looking nice out there. As especially looks like that is mile marker 325 right there.
Yeah.
It looks like that's facing the southbound. That's facing the southbound way. So it looks like everything's looking clear out there. And then once again, looks like we're having a little bit of camera issues at mile marker 318. So they gotta get up that pole and fix that camera.
I'm assuming these are PTZ cameras that you can control with a distance panel. I just want to play with them.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get access to that room?
Dad, you have contacts. You have contacts.
Nope.
Come on.
Nope.
The producer in me just wants to fiddle around with the camera.
We're not doing a Joshua situation here. So.
All right.
Do you want to play a game?
Hit the Blake's traffic report brought to you by Old Town Trolley. Climb aboard Old Town Trolley and experience over 500 years of history in the heart of St. Augustine. This fully narrated 90-minute tour features 22 convenient stops and covers more than 100 points of interest, including iconic landmarks like the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Flagler's Historic Hotel. With open-air views and all-day hop-on, hop-off access, it's the most fun and flexible way to explore the nation's oldest city. Your ticket also includes free admission to the St. Augustine History Museum, and local St. Johns County residents ride free with the full fare guests through the Hometown Pass program. Sign up today at hometownpass.com. Old Town Trolley, the best way to see St. Augustine, one stop at a time. All right, moving into the news. Crazed or quelled? Here are the early returns on St. Augustine's Nights of Lights. St. Augustine leaders and locals are praising the city's early handling of this year's Nights of Lights kickoff, calling opening weekend busy but smooth and a major improvement over last year. At this week's County Commission meeting, Commissioner Ann Taylor highlighted better traffic flow, cleaner streets, and orderly intersections, calling the difference absolutely amazing and crediting city staff for a strong start of the season. Businesses and residents echoed that optimism. Many say crowds were steady, cash registers were busy, and traffic was noticeably more manageable. Irving Cass, who owns St. George Inn and Bin 39, believes the city's decision to start Nights of Lights 1 week earlier helped ease congestion. He said light up night was bustling, but not overwhelming, and even US 1 traffic was lighter than a typical Saturday. City officials had been hopeful heading into this year's event after implementing several logistical changes, and early feedback appears to back that up. Workers in the downtown tourism district say crowds were strong and business was brisk throughout opening weekend. Sales reps and bartenders reported a lively atmosphere full of shops and restaurants and a positive energy throughout the historic district. But the biggest complaint remains parking. From shop owners to service workers, many say finding a spot or paying for one is increasingly difficult during the holiday season. The historic downtown parking garage now charges $40 on shuttle days after 1 p.m., and even daily parking for employees has become costly. Some workers say parking has become their number one frustration during Nights of Lights. Still, despite the parking challenges, many locals say the event remains one of the most special times of year. They credit the economic boost, the festive crowds, and the charm of the city's historic streets for making Nights of Lights worth it. The displays run in downtown St. Augustine through January 11th. Should be the end of the month. How was opening weekend for you guys since you're in the hotel world?
It was a good weekend.
Yeah.
It was a good weekend. And everybody went home on Monday, so it was slow again. But hopefully next week all that picks up and it carries through the rest of the season. But there was more people there this year than last year for sure.
Yeah, I was. So we were downtown together.
Yep.
My family and your family, we partied together for Home Again St. John's for the light up, and seeing the crowds in the plaza from an elevated position was wild.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's so packed.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's so crazy.
Because I mean, a lot of people don't get to see it from that angle, and it's pretty impressive.
And the last time I've actually been in the plaza was probably 2018 when I was actually standing in the plaza. Usually I hang out on the church lawn, which it stays really clear. Everyone respects the church lawn and they don't trample it, and that's really cool.
Well, I've noticed they do that there and at the Catholic church.
Yeah, at the Catholic church. But the plaza is just packed. And so the last time I was in the crowd, we still had a little bit of space for my family. You could still kind of like, okay, that's your little plot of dirt, and you had a little bit of area. You weren't just shoulder to shoulder with strangers. But on Saturday, it was shoulder to shoulder strangers. It was the whole deal. It's a lot of energy, though. Everyone seemed happy.
No, I think they did a good job. I think the pattern works going out. I think it's a little inconvenient for residents coming in that live on those streets that are blocked.
A little bit.
So that creates a little bit of a problem. And there's a couple businesses that they got to figure out how to allow more traffic to get to.
Okay.
So, but overall, I'll give them a B plus to an A minus.
Yeah, I would give them a B plus for sure because I was able to get it too.
Last year they were a C minus. So definitely an improvement for sure.
Definitely improvement. It was a good time, and I'm one of the locals that loves Nights of Lights. I mean, we go to church downtown, obviously, and like we're downtown numerous times throughout the week, and I don't even care. I know it's going to take longer. I don't care. I just love it. I think it's pretty, and I enjoy it. I'm sorry.
I love it for that feeling, and I mean, it kind of changes us into that holiday feeling. Yep. And I love it for the businesses. I mean, as a business person, it's very, very important and vital to our entire survival.
It's fun to see people, walking in and out of businesses with packages, and it just makes feel like Christmas. It looks like an opening scene from a Hallmark movie. All right. Florida Department of Health files complaint against St. Johns County dentist after patient dies. The state of Florida Board of Dentistry has filed an administrative complaint against a local dentist, Dr. Francesco Sebastiani, alleging severe violations in his treatment of a patient who later died. The complaint, filed January 21st, 2025, centers on a February 2023 dental procedure in Jacksonville involving a 68-year-old patient identified as CS, who suffered from multiple serious medical conditions, including morbid obesity with a BMI of 62, obstructive sleep apnea, anxiety disorders, peripheral neuropathy, and depression. According to the Department of Health, the patient was considered high risk and should have been treated in a hospital setting, not a dental office, because of her combined comorbidities. The complaint states that during the procedure, Dr. Sebastiani failed to maintain appropriate monitoring, including essential checks on vital signs, blood pressure, pulse, and oxygen levels. The timeline in the report shows the surgery began at 7:05 a.m. Around 9 a.m., the patient's oxygen levels dropped and ventilation became ineffective. Sebastiani administered multiple reversal drugs, including flumazenil, Narcan, and epinephrine, and attempted to secure her airway. He inserted a nasopharyngeal airway tube, provided oxygen, and performed jaw thrusts, chin lifts, and rescue breathing. Emergency services were called, but the complaint notes that several required procedures were not completed to state standards. The patient was hospitalized and died 4 days later on February 5th from multiple organ failure, brain death, cardiac arrest, and respiratory failure tied to complications that began during the dental procedure. The Department of Health is now asking the Board of Dentistry to consider penalties ranging from suspension to permanent revocation of Sebastiani's dental license. His license remains clear and active as of today. Records from the Florida Office of Insurance Regulation confirm the case was settled May 15th, 2025, with a payout of $400,000. In a separate matter, Sebastiani faced a third-degree felony charge in St. Johns County after being accused of stealing $18,000 in dental equipment. He entered a no-contest plea in September 2025 and was referred to a pretrial diversion program. His criminal attorney has been contacted by reporters and is awaiting permission to comment.
Whew.
All right. Somebody's been busy.
Well, first off, sympathy to the family.
Absolutely.
It sounds like there was a lot of medical things, so the other precautions were taken. I don't know enough about the case to really comment on it, but it sounds like this person has multiple things going against them, and probably shouldn't be working on people if this is how he proceeds to act professionally.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, someone died to make this happen.
Seems like he's in a bit of a spiral, and I'm so sorry that this person lost their life.
Yes.
Prayers and thoughts for the family as they're going through that. The payout doesn't seem $400,000. That doesn't seem to fit.
Well, I'm sure the preconditions were a factor.
Comorbidities were for sure a factor.
They're a factor in that. So it's definitely a sad story, and it sounds like this guy is still active, but it doesn't sound like it's going to be for long.
Yeah, doesn't look like
we'll
it.
See it. We'll see how it
plays out.
See how it plays out. So.
All right, Gas Buddy Gas Report. Tell us in the comments what gas prices are looking like around you. We've got Sunoco on North Ponce at $2.77. Owens on South Ponce is at $2.82. Shell at 146 King Street is at $2.82. We've got Sunoco on South Ponce at $2.82. Shell at 216 Ponce de Leon Boulevard at $2.82. Mobile and Circle K on South Ponce at $2.97. Circle K on 207 is $3.08. Circle K on US 1 North is $3.09. Gate on US 1 North is $3.19. Gate on Mizell Road is also $3.19. That Gas Buddy Gas Report brought to you by Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. Trouble with the law? Call the name St. Augustine has trusted for years. Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, available 24/7. Their experienced and compassionate team works fast to get you or your loved one out of jail and back home. From paperwork to release, they make the process simple, discreet, and stress-free. No judgment, just help when you need it most. When time matters, remember the name and the number. Chris Lucero Bail Bonds at 904-822-BAIL. That's 904-822-2245. Got live music today. We've got Jim Lamb at Milltop Tavern at noon. Zaza Flamenca is at Bin 39 at 1 o'clock. Sandy Dotson Kim and Shife are at Marina Munch at 2 o'clock. Smoke and Joe Showers at Backyard Island Cafe at Meehan's at 3. We've got Matt Still at Renaissance Downtown at 4 o'clock. Joshua Tennessee Worthies at Bin 39 at 4. John Hughes at Milltop Tavern at 4:30. Benny Jacobs is at Hurricane Grill and Wings at 5 o'clock. Alan Arena is at Oasis at 5. Shyla Nelson is at Beaches at Volano at 5. Jaja Flamenca is back at the Bart on Aviles at 6 o'clock. Cassidy Lee is at Cimarron Golf Club at 6 o'clock. Joe Lee's at Michael's at 6 o'clock. Chelsea Sadler's at Prohibition Kitchen at 6 o'clock. Bad Endings is at Pesca Volano at 6 o'clock. Got Cholula at Pierre's Pub at 6. Noel Miller is at Ponte Vedra Concert Hall at 7. Cliff Dorsey's at Colonial Oak at 7. Night Trains at Cafe 11 at 8. And Treaty Oak Revival is at the Amp at 8 o'clock.
Whew.
That's a lot.
Yeah. A lot going on in St. Augustine in the 904.
That music report is brought to you by Fidus Roofing. When it comes to protecting your home, trust Fidus Roofing and Construction, voted Best of St. Augustine every year since 2012. As a GAF Master Elite contractor, Fidus installs the GAF Lifetime Roofing System and expert metal roofs built to withstand Florida's toughest weather. From emergency repairs to full replacements, plus pavers and gutters, Fidus delivers quality, durability, and energy savings with every job. For Fidus Roofing, call 904-355-ROOF. That's 904-355-7663. Fidus Roofing, where trust is built from the top down. All right. Tapping into the trends. This one's...
Trend tapping?
This is spooky.
This one's spooky.
Yeah. So I
We
saw
have a
this story.
Spooky Thursday.
I saw this story and I was like, nope, don't even, I'm not even going to give that space. It cannot be reality. I don't want to see it, but it is. Blake, do you want to tell us what it is?
So, the AI bubble is very nice right now. So we have this company called 2Y. They have like a lot of like AI avatars, but you can actually create your own AI avatar that's based off a parent or a grandparent, and you can film them like for like 3 minutes. So they can use the AI to create an AI avatar of your grandparents, and theoretically you can use that AI avatar to talk to them after they die.
Oh, that's so creepy. So if you have 3 minutes worth of footage of a loved one, you can input it and you can digitally resurrect them.
Yes.
Wait. Just last week, I was watching Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Okay. Of course you were.
And she was able to bring back, she could bring back anybody that she wanted to talk to.
Okay.
And she brought back her grandmother.
Yes.
And it was kind of a nice conversation, but it was actually her grandmother talking. It's not a computer.
Yeah.
But if that gives people comfort,
yeah,
it's creepy.
I don't see me using it.
Here.
But if it gives them comfort, how do they do the voice? Because I mean,
you input a 3-minute video.
But I don't have a video of my grandmother.
So you can't do it.
Yeah, I don't have a video of my grandmother.
So you have to film them alive right now before they die, in order to do it. So
yeah.
But unfortunately, like for that 3 minutes, you're basically stuck with that version of like if like.
Could you imagine walking up to grandma and being like, "So how you feeling today? Good day? All right, we're just gonna talk."
Still dead?
For 3 minutes, let's just talk. And you just put the camera up and start recording for no particular reason.
All right, yeah, sure, but hold on, take a big moment. Please turn a little bit to your right. Now turn a little bit to your left. Now
I know you're comfortable in your chair, but the lighting sucks here. Can we go somewhere else?
Can you please stand up? And like another issue is like the AI can only recognize your parent for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, because they don't understand, like the 50, 60, 70 plus years that you've been together with your parent or grandparents. It's definitely going to be hard to understand, like, what they were like before the 3 minutes happened. Because when the AI, like, records it, you're just stuck with the 3 minutes. So you might be different.
That's the only version you get of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, like I said, if it gives people comfort, I think it's a good thing. I mean, I think it's strange.
I would argue it's not helping.
And the people that are missing in my life, I don't have video of.
Yeah.
So.
I would argue it's not helping. And so I remember being a little kid and I'm on a trip to New Mexico and I had my first little like 35 millimeter camera, like little point and click camera. And my grandmother and my grandfather are like, you don't get to take pictures of any. We went into Santa Fe and there's an Indian market. And so they're on blankets, they're sitting on blankets and they're selling jewelry and things and pottery. Those were the two big things that I noticed. I'm sure there were other things. But they told me, you don't get to take pictures of this area. You don't get to take pictures of these people without permission. So if you want to take a picture of someone, you have to ask them. And, I'm like, I don't know, 13 maybe. And I'm like, why? Why would I need to ask them? Well, they believe the camera steals your soul.
Yeah. This
is not helping the argument that the camera is not stealing your soul. It was very surreal. People would ask to take pictures, and if the person consented, the people that didn't want their pictures, they had a piece of a cardboard box, and they would hold it up, and they would block their face.
Mm-hmm.
So if they didn't want their picture taken and someone next to them consented to it, then they would block. So they're constantly like head on a swivel for a camera and listening to other people ask and give consent. And they were ready.
Most time people are fairly respectful once they know.
Once they know.
They know. I mean, not everybody knows that, but once they know.
In that area, everyone seemed to get the message and everyone was very respectful. I didn't see anyone try and like slip a picture. But like, this feels like camera stealing your soul. Like,
Yes.
I know it's not.
And we're on camera a lot.
It feels like
I'm wondering
that,
if AI, if you Google, how would Troy Blevins react to this on AI, they'll give you an answer.
Yeah.
Because we're on camera enough and we're out there on the web.
People do it with Joe Rogan all the time.
But you see it all the time.
There are AI ads with Joe Rogan all the time.
Blake, I think you got enough live footage of me. You can just talk to Troy's 2 cents and see how it works out. Yeah. So no. I mean, I can see this. Do I think it's healthy? Probably not.
No.
But do I think it helps? If it helps certain individuals, we're all different.
Yeah.
But if it helps people with closure, I'm okay with it.
So I get the saving a voicemail. I get saving the voice so you can hear it. But there's that separation that it's not responsive. It is captured from a moment of time and you can't like talk yourself into that being a real thing. I see this as something that could be used or abused by a corporation to emotionally manipulate people.
Because I agree with that too.
And so I think this is I don't think this is something that we should, I'm a freedom person, so I don't want to ban anything. But this is bad.
Yeah, it really is.
This opens the door for bad stuff.
And actually found out something else. I'm reading this as well. This app is a subscription.
Oh, good. So you have to pay to keep grandma alive?
Yes.
So if you're going through a hard bout.
Are you sure you want to cancel your subscription and never talk to your dead parents again? You're a psychopath. Get help. Stop building.
Each their own. Each their own, though. I'm not going to do it. You're probably not going to. You're probably not going to do it.
I get that.
But it's their own.
But you have an elderly person on a fixed income and they don't have the money in a hard economic time, but they don't want to stop paying. Will people go into debt to keep their loved one, quote unquote, alive in the digital space? That's no, I don't like it.
But it's their choice.
It is their choice, and they have the freedom. Please don't choose to do this. You're just gonna.
It's their choice.
I'm very sorry that unless you explicitly tell me that I need to create an AI version of you so I can talk to.
I think there's one out there already of me. I like I said,
I'm sorry, Dad.
You can say AI version of Troy, and you're going to come up with, it actually makes me sound way smarter than I am. So.
All right, that controversial happened to the trends.
Yeah,
is brought
that
to
was
you
a
by,
controversial one, but it's an interesting one for sure.
It is interesting. Facial Rejuvenation Center, ready to look as young as you feel. At the Facial Rejuvenation Center in St. Augustine, they specialize in natural, lasting results. Whether you're considering Botox, fillers, advanced skin treatments, or facial surgery, their expert team tailors every experience to your unique beauty goals. For more than 21 years, the Facial Rejuvenation Center has proudly served the local community, offering a wide range of services, including chemical peels, microneedling, dermaplaning, radio frequency treatments, laser hair removal, and more. Holidays are coming up. Let's look fresh, ladies. Discover renewed confidence in a warm professional setting because you deserve to love the face you see in the mirror. You too, gentlemen. Call 904-810-5434 or visit frcenter.com to book your consultation today. Moving back into the news. Man faces multiple charges after high-speed chase following attempted traffic stop in St. Johns County. A 22-year-old man is behind bars after leading St. Johns County deputies on a dangerous high-speed chase that stretched for miles along State Road 16. Deputies say the pursuit started on November 12th when they attempted to pull over Eric William Scott for speeding in a construction zone near Whisper Ridge Drive. Instead of stopping, he accelerated away, weaving into oncoming lanes and driving recklessly through traffic. According to the sheriff's office, William Scott pushed his car to nearly 120 miles per hour in a 45-mile-per-hour zone, creating what deputies described as an extreme risk to motorists in the area. Deputies were eventually able to close the distance and execute a pit maneuver, forcing his vehicle to stop. After the crash, William Scott jumped out and tried to run, but deputies caught him moments later. The search of the vehicle revealed oxycodone oxycodone pills, and a firearm. Investigators say William Scott's driver's license had been revoked since November of last year, and he is legally prohibited from possessing guns or ammunition due to an existing injunction for protection against sexual violence. William Scott now faces a long list of charges, including fleeing and eluding law enforcement, resisting without violence, driving with a valid license, possession of a controlled substance, and violating a court-ordered injunction. I think he was resisting with violence because he was driving a death machine that he could have taken out lots and lots of people. So I would argue that's resisting with violence. Yeah. But that's me. What a piece of crap.
Sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him the next year. Enjoy your holidays.
Do we have a mugshot of this guy?
Let me try to find one.
I was reading. I didn't see what you put up while I was reading.
He had the chase.
Yeah.
Kind of the police cam.
Yeah, the chase footage up there.
How old is this guy? 22 years old. That's going to be a long time.
Long road.
That's a long time spent behind bars if he does not clean up his act.
It's a lifetime. Dude. I mean, it's unfortunately that you start in the system this early, it's tough to get out of.
I mean, he's already prohibited from firearms. He's already in the system. He's 4 years into adulthood. Like his entire adulthood is pretty much wasted at this point. If this is the path he's choosing, that sucks. What a piece of crap. Don't do that. Stay out of cars.
Yeah. So I mean, just it's sad.
Yeah.
It's really sad. 22 years old. Everything else, if he, but those early decisions. So.
Bobby wants to know where on 16 they did the pit maneuver. I don't know that. I'm sorry, Bobby.
Yeah, we don't know what part of that. So.
All right.
Hopefully it was in a safe spot. Sounded like it didn't hit anybody. That's always what makes me nervous on those pit maneuvers.
We're not getting any report.
Especially after these chases, like the one that took place in Tampa 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That went through Ybor. That was awful.
Yeah.
It was absolutely awful. So.
We're not getting any report of collateral damage. So hopefully the only damage that was done was to property.
All right. I don't think we have a picture. So.
All right.
Unfortunately not. I'm sorry.
You're fine. It's hard work. St. Johns County firefighters warn of an uptick in battery-related fires. St. Johns County Fire Rescue says they are responding to a growing number of fires sparked by lithium-ion batteries, a trend they say has accelerated both locally and across the region. These batteries power everything from tools to e-bikes to scooters and golf carts, many of which are stored and charged inside residential garages. Public Information Officer Chris Knapp says nearly 80% of the fires they now respond to involve some type of battery-related incident. That's terrifying. Whether it's a battery itself or the charger connected to it. He says that when the crews are dispatched to a garage fire today, chances are high it started with a lithium-ion device. This week was no exception. Early Monday morning, flames tore through a garage in the Shearwater neighborhood. Fire investigators believe a golf cart battery was the cause of that fire. Knapp says the best way to stay safe is to follow proper charging guidelines. That means unplugging chargers from both the wall and the device once charging is complete, and making sure charging is done in an open, well-ventilated area. He also urges residents to follow manufacturer instructions and avoid cheap aftermarket chargers or replacement batteries, which he says are tied to many of the incidents they're seeing. As the holiday season begins, St. Johns County Fire Rescue is also preparing for a second wave of seasonal fire risks from space heaters to turkey fryers, especially as Thanksgiving approaches next week. I know Mike Lewis is big in the turkey fryers. Are you a turkey fryer?
I'm not.
No?
I'm not. Rebecca's dad does that. So and we do that for Thanksgiving at his house. But no, it's make sure it's completely thawed.
Completely thawed, and don't you want to dry it out as best you can?
Yeah. You gotta pat her down, dry her out. You don't want water.
Give a little pat. Give a little pat.
Yeah. I mean, it's like water with any grease fryer. It's going to splash at you. So
yeah.
So, be very careful.
Very careful.
Yeah, and like we've said before on the show, we do have e-bikes, but we don't charge the e-bikes. We only charge the e-bikes when we're there, and when we're awake. So in case something does happen, we're there to take action.
Yes. Lithium ion batteries, water is not the answer. What is the answer for that? Is it sand to try and squelch it?
Well, water, it just takes 3 times as much water to put it out.
All right.
So, and if you have the chemical things, I think those do work better.
Okay, fire suppressant chemicals.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the foams work better.
If you're gonna have these things, I say have the fire suppressant stuff.
Yeah, when Chief Avoles was in, I believe he said, with these battery fires, it takes 3 times as much water to put them out.
That's wild.
So, and a lot of times they don't have that on the truck, so they have to have another source, so to put it out.
That's crazy. All right, Troy, how do you want to check the comments today?
On this Thursday, I will theatrically but thoughtfully thumb through the thoughts of our watchers.
All right. That theatrical thumbing is brought to you by B&S Signs. Want your business to get noticed and stay that way? Turn to B&S Signs, proudly family-owned and serving St. Augustine for over 50 years. From bold vinyl lettering to towering pylon signs, they specialize in high-quality custom signage built to last. Their expert team handles everything: design, installation, crane service, repairs, and maintenance with fast, responsive service that keeps your sign looking sharp. Make a lasting impression with B&S Signs. Visit bnssigns.com because when it comes to signs, they do it all. Also brought to you by St. Augustine Handy House. Need a custom or prefab portable building that's built to last? Come to St. Augustine Handy House, proudly owned by Troy Ucina Enterprises and serving the community since 1988. With over 70 structures in stock, from sheds and barns to carports and offices, you'll find the perfect fit for your needs. Every building includes free delivery, leveling, and anchoring, plus easy financing options. Visit them on State Road 16, open Monday through Saturday, or call 904-823-9092. St. Augustine Handy House, where quality meets convenience and community matters. We love them. All right, Troy, how do you want to give the comments report?
All right. The gas report that we got from Tim and Joy, Costco and Buc-ee's is at $2.68.
Nice.
BP is at $3.17. Speedway's at $3.19, along with Wawa and Racetrack. Betty is back, so she couldn't give us the Iowa City one. It is Absurdity Day also. Yeah, so there's always absurdity out there.
I am certain I will celebrate it.
Yeah, but it was a little slow in the comments today.
Yeah.
We had our regular crew, which we always appreciate the minions talking, but it was a little on the slow side today.
And we'll say we had a little bit of a freeze up a little bit, but thankfully we should be back right now. So we are back right now.
The feed froze up, or the entire
the live stream froze up. So.
Okay. All right. I saw where you said we're back now, so I wasn't sure exactly what had happened with that. So.
What dog is behind you, by the way?
So that's a reference to have you ever seen the show Nathan For You? One of his business proposals was to create like dog heaven to talk to for like dogs in heaven to talk to kids.
Yeah.
It was awful.
All dogs go to heaven. So.
Except Chili.
All right.
Chili.
Do we have a startup stat?
All right, a startup stat. This was the first day in 1945 of the Nuremberg trials.
Oh.
And I think there's a movie out right now about this, but it was the trials of 24 Germans and the atrocities that they committed. It was representatives from, I think it was presided by Great Britain, U.S., France, and the Soviet Union. Of these 24, 12 of them were put to death. Okay. Another 7 were sentenced to some type of prison. 3 were acquitted, and then there was a couple of them. One of them committed suicide, and a couple others were ruled not mentally sane for trial. Okay. So, and what it is everything that was horrible that the Germans did during World War
24 people got held accountable.
12 of them were put to death.
Okay.
The 3 of them weren't held accountable. They were acquitted. So,
wild.
So it's Lenny said it could be movie of the year, what he was saying yesterday. I think he went and saw it yesterday.
All right.
So, I think it's worth the watch if Lenny's correct.
Lenny's wrong about so many things now. I'm just kidding.
We like him.
We love Kenny.
We love Lenny.
We love Lenny, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. That's Startup Stat brought to you by Sonny's Barbecue. Hungry for real Southern barbecue? Head over to Sonny's Barbecue, located at 2720 State Road 16 in St. Augustine. Start off right with crowd favorites like barbecue pork egg rolls, smoked wings, or their crispy corn nuggets. Then dig into their mouth-watering St. Louis ribs or try one of the Pitmaster's picks with all the classic sides, including famous garlic bread. And don't forget to wash it all down with their signature sweet tea. Sonny's local Pitmasters since 1968. Do we have plugs, Troy?
All right, we do have plugs. We have Bollocks tonight, and also I'm sure Blake's going to repeat this, but we do have some sponsorship availability opening up in December for the first time in a little while.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
So we're excited
Blake.
about having new partners.
We are excited about that. Blake, do you have any plugs for us?
Yeah, so that's thank you that for stealing my line. So if you do have if you want to help support the Now for Now, or if you have a podcast and looking for a nice studio with cameras, lights, TVs, and all that and all that great jazz to make your podcast look fantastic, you can always contact me or my dad at BlakeNowForNow@gmail.com or Troy904now@gmail.com.
Don't forget the best producer east of the St. Johns River,
Clay.
Don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe on YouTube, and now Rumble. Bollocks tonight. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.
Bye.